Hello once again. The other day I was talking about how retro computing is getting expensive, and today we're going to be looking at the Amstrad CPC line. Let's just type in 464 and let's have a look how much they are going for. So let's even out, let's just go to buy it now and see how much they're asking. So we've got 24 results on the Amstrad CPC 464. Right, so here we go. CPC for working order power pack. So that obviously doesn't have a clue what that is. That's the MP1, which is a modulator. That will not work on modern TVs. So that's pretty much useless. For a power supply, yes. So 125 quid, and what you get there looks like just a couple of games with it, with colour monitor and games. 120 quid, collection only. Then you've got to take in consideration of the postage, which in that case 10 quid. I suppose, well, that's reasonable, but I don't know, it depends at the end of the day how much you want to pay. So let's have a look at this. This is the 464 Plus, a vintage rare UK, refurbished by Retro Byte. 169 quid. You know, it's getting too, it's just getting too pricey. You know, you've got to take into consideration how old this machine is. Alright, it's one of the new Amstrad computers replacing the CPC 464. Not many games were available, or I should say more enhanced. This was an enhanced version of the Amstrad CPC 464. Not many enhanced games came out for it, and you know, 170 quid. I mean, if you're willing to pay that, yeah, but me, not a chance. Right, a game here. Vampire, Amstrad CPC 464, Codemasters cassette game. £4.99. Well, originally, when it came out about 30 years ago, it was £2.99. So not even the computers are cheap, even the games are going up in price. Bubble, what's that? Bubble Dizzy, 6 quid. Nah, you're better off going for the a deals like them if you get games, computer itself. Amstrad 664 with colour monitor, joystick and games. 120 quid. It's a collection only, but I think I feel more safer collecting it and going through post. You know, if I live close to the area, I'd rather pick it up, if you've got a car that is, or transport, and having it sent through the post, because anything can happen. So 120 quid may be a bit reasonable, but even for my sakes, that's what retro is too high. You know, I remember selling my Amstrad CPC 464 years ago for 60 quid, and that was the monitor, computer and games. I even purchased one second hand for about, I think about 40 quid second hand. That was the third one I had, and you had the monitor, computer. I don't know if it came with many games, but you know, things have gone up. Right, so what we have here, 464 Plus, 150 quid. What's that? I ain't paying for that. I ain't paying for an emulator, sort of. Werewolves of London. Oh, it's a double Spectrum and Amstrad. £2.61. So originally that would have cost £2.99 or £1.99. Amstrad CPC 464, colour monitor, games, pads, games and manuals, 150 quid. Few games here. 9.45. a floppy disk drive. So that would be the DD1, wouldn't it, or the DD, whatever it's called, the DDI1 floppy disk drive. Oh, shut up! 350 quid from Poland. Even though that's still, oh come on, £25 postage. No, absolutely no way. No. Oh. Well, good luck selling that if someone's willing to pay that much for it. Amstrad CPC 464. Well, is that just the games, or I don't want to click it now because I don't want to. I'm just going through the listing, so I don't want to take too long about this. Right, Amstrad CPC 464 colour personal computer, untested, R18. Why has it got a picture of a cassette? You know. Is that just for the game? If that's $26.99 for the game, and that's happy writing, that was educational game. Sod off. Packland 84, yeah, for £6. 720 degrees. That was pretty crap for the Amstrad, to be honest with you. £3, but that's much more reasonable. Plus £2 postage and packing. Dizzy. So that's £8. £8 for a game that originally costs, was it $2.99? Brand new, $2.99, and they want £8 for it now. What's this? Total Eclipse Special Edition. Total Eclipse. Rare Survivor. £8. Bubble Dizzy, near enough. £7.70. Vampire, £5. Bubble Dizzy again, £6. Belts, if you want to. This is something you've got to take in consideration also. You're going to probably need to replace your belts in your disk drive or tape drive. Survivor, £8. I'm sure I've seen some of these before. Amstrad Schneider. Right, this is from Germany, so why has it got an Amstrad CPC 464 on the picture? That should be the Schneider model, which didn't have the colour keys. It was more, I think it had bluer keys, I think, or greyer keys, and it had Schneider there, not Amstrad. £183.99. I know it's coming from Germany, but it's not the point. Right, what's this? Vintage computer only, spares repair, faulty with monitor. So even a computer that doesn't work, they want £70 for it. You know what is, well, the thing is, you're going to have to guess what's wrong with it. It might be the monitor that's faulty. Obviously, if the monitor's faulty, the computer's not going to power up. So there might be nothing wrong with the computer itself, but it might be the monitor that's faulty. So I don't know, perhaps you might get lucky there. I don't know. So original Amstrad CPC, spares, repairs, £30. So just for a knackered computer they want £30 for it. Someone can't spell Amstrad. Amstrad. Yeah, it must be rare because it's an Amstrad, parts only. They're £100 for it. For their Amstrad. Oh dear, dear. Amstrad CTM 640 colour monitor for Amstrad CPC, for going with around 40 games. So that's a rarity. You wouldn't usually see a monitor just with games. So unless the computer's got lost somewhere. £150. Game 5 Saberwolf, £5.99. What's that? Rasputin, £4.99. which probably would have cost £1.99. That's the postage for packing that one there. Key springs, yeah, maybe you're going to probably need them eventually. So that's the more the Schneider one, I think, but that's got Amstrad there. So that's an Italian. That could be an Italian one actually, from Italy. And they, hang on, Amstrad CPC 464 PC. No, it's not called a P. They're not PCs. It's a CPC, not a PC. 80. Look at the price they want for that postage. £43, 67, £87 for an Italian Amstrad CPC, PC, whatever they want to call it. Amstrad CPC 464 working monitor, got a computer working from Spain. 87, what? £112 plus another £87 if you want to import it from Spain. Then no, I wouldn't do that. Try and get one from this country if you can, or whatever country you happen to be in at this time. If you want to buy one. What's that? Vitamins, 13 quid. 8, oh, from Spain. From Spain, 103. From Spain, Italy this time, 87. Well, you can get a printer, the DMP. Why would you want to though? From France. Amstrad, my JY1, I had one of these. Utterly rubbish joystick. And they're asking £39.31 for it. Maybe good for a collector. I wouldn't give it the time of day because I've had one, they're rubbish. You wouldn't want to be playing games with it. What's that? There's a bloody cassette and they want that much money for it, even though it's from France. Right, what do we have here? We have a CPC 6128 now. Computer box with monitor and floppies. Works. 120, 30 quid, plus 20 quid they want. Hang on. Click and collect. Oh, and it's got £20 postage. I don't get that. Right. Amstrad 464 plus vintage computer MM12. Monochrome? Yeah, I didn't know these computers had monochrome monitors. I thought once the plus range came out, I thought they only had colour. Didn't know they had monochrome monitors. £152.99. You can see I've already clicked on this one before because I had to take a look at this. Amstrad CPC 6128 plus vintage rare refurbished by Retrobyte, and they're asking £499 for it. Now this is what I mean about it being expensive. You know, them ones there, okay, reasonable, but then you get onto something like this, 500 quid for an Amstrad plus CPC. Well, I shouldn't, because these computers were not called CPCs. The CPC got dropped with the plus machines. The CPC got dropped. They weren't known as CPCs. It was basically the Amstrad 464 plus, or the 6128 plus, or the console version, the GX4000, and they want 500 quid for that. And £9.99 postage, and that's just, by the looks of it, just for the computer. I mentioned nothing about monitor. And we get down here, French version, refurbished by Retrobyte. They want £600 for it. £600 for a 6128, and it's still got the CPC there. Sinclair ZX Spectrum, plus 3 Amstrad, blah blah. Commodore joystick, £24.90. Oh, I don't think that's a retro joystick. That looks like it's USB. Could be wrong, but what's that? Yeah, 5 games, 20 quid. This game, Was that motor spread? 15 quid, 16 quid, graphic adventure creator. So a floppy disk, a blank floppy disk, 5 quid. Bunch of games here. Right, why has it got Commodores? So it's a mixture. 60 quid, depending on how many games, I suppose that's okay, reasonable. Yeah, 15 quid, 9.89 game, free. Yeah, they're not cheap, you know, not cheap. Right, what do we have here? CPC 6128, stripe with colour monitor box, 300 quid. Way too pricey. They came out, you'd get one of them brand new back in the day for 300 quid. Well, like 350, I think. I don't know, I never owned one. Never owned a 6128. Games, 20 quid, depending on how many. 99, yeah, so that's it. So this got a few different prices. Let's see how much of the 664s, because these are the rarity ones. These were the very rare ones. Oh, we don't come up with it. Games 99, yeah, games. Yeah. So 1942, 355. Robocop. Well, that's how much it would have cost back in the day. Games. Is there going to be any 612? Oh, what's this? Amstrad CPC 610. What's this all about? Our refurbishing service. 38 quid. Wizard Willy cassette 195. That's more reasonable. Right, these are the cables. I think I've got one of these. This is the cable I've got actually for my CPC 464. So is that Joe? There's no. What's that? Ribbon. So there's no 664s available. Oh, there's one. Amstrad Schneider. So what the hell is it? An Amstrad or a Schneider? Looks like an Amstrad to me. CPC 664 and Turrican disc only. 220 quid. Yes, that's more like it. 99p plus £1.10 postage. What's that? Continental Circus. Yeah, Continental Circus. That's more reasonable. Microprose, Acrojet. Never heard of that. Gage of Doom. Yeah, what's that? Arctic Fox. Yeah, quite expensive for what they are. You know. Alright, let's have a look at 128. 6128 rather. I know we've seen some of them. Let's see if there's any more. Right, vintage computer box monitor and floppy works. 130 quid. Did I look at that one before? Yes, a more reasonable price. Oh, is that one again? 600 quid. That's definitely not a reasonable price. Yeah, definitely not reasonable. 300 quid, I think we saw that one. Definitely not reasonable. And the game's all over again. Oh, what's this? Monitor Amstrad CPC 6128 plus. 34 quid from France. It's reasonable enough, I guess, for a monitor. Printer, why, nah. Oh, 96 quid. What's this? Belts, cables. No, just what's this? Manual. New discs. Now we're getting back to the 464s again. Right, let's have a look. You know, I think we've seen the plus machine. Let's see if there's any 464 plus. So just having a swig of tea. 149, 169. So that one's 169. How can they justify the other one for 500 quid? $499 for a 128, 6128 plus, while the 464 plus is £169. 120. See, nah, what are they trying to kid? 150, 169. I don't think that we're just going to get a mixture now. 152, 99. So the good thing about these plus machines, they were backward compatible with the 464 pluses, so you can play the 464 plus games on it apparently. Oh, we've seen these. Alright, out of interest, I'm not going to go through all of them because I think we've seen pretty much. Let's see how much the, oh, maybe I'm kept the CPC in it. GX4000, let's see how much they go for. I reckon these will go for quite cheap, yeah, 30 quid. Saying that, for 139, 140 quid. And that was only 40 quid. So that one could probably come, hang on, plus 4 games. Oh, so that one comes with games. Even so, GX4000 game console with original box power lead, and that was 40 quid. I mean, you are pretty stuffed if you ain't got any games, and not many games did come out for the for the GX4000 plus the 2 plus machines, which they could all run. 120 quid. Oh yeah, it did come built into the ROM, was burning rubber, so you did get a game. As if it come with the actually was it on cartridge? Because the ROM on the plus machines weren't built into the computers, on the cartridge ROM. That was your basic. So if you ain't got that cartridge, you're stuffed. 150 quid, 147, 70, even GX4000s ain't cheap. So it looks like retro is going up. So this is the video just for the Amstrad computers. I will be doing other videos when we go look through Commodore 64, ZX Spectrums, etc, but we'll leave this one for the Amstrads. But as you can see, retro computing ain't cheap, especially if you're thinking about buying an Amstrad computer or a CPC or a plus machine, GX4000. If you're thinking about it, think hard. This is what I was talking about, emulation for me, because I can't afford all that. I couldn't afford one of them machines. It's ridiculous how much they're charging. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.